Plenty to get to from the last week that was. Lots of big conference games, so some of the races within the leagues starting to shake things out amongst the top of the cream of the crop. Others have already emerged and won some conference championships, as we'll show you right now as we spin it back in the Weekly Rewind. Let's tip things off with the city game. Madison hosting the Lady Tigers on senior night, and Minetta Hillary looking to spoil the festivities. She had 12 points in the first half alone. Chloe Ebling and the Lady Rams kept it competitive though, trailing by just 4 heading into halftime at 20-16. This is the final seconds now, and Ebling knocks down a huge triple, just 1.6 seconds remaining. But they cannot foul Hillary in time as the Lady Tigers going to walk out of Madison Junior High with a huge 39-38 victory. They are on top of the OCC, tied with West Holmes. Fredericktown at Northmore, and the Freddies looking to lock up the KMAC championship. Northmore, though, they had something to say about it. Caleb Chenier giving the Golden Knights the lead early on there, but with time running out in the half, how about Luke Bean hitting the deep three just before the buzzer? Freddies led it 23-20 at the break. Second half, and the Golden Knights still sticking around though. Chenier tying things up with that hoop. They then took a 1-point lead, but Ben Mass with the biggest shot of the night coming up right there as Fredericktown would take the lead and never give it back. They win the KMAC championship. 52-44, they knock off Northmore on the road inside of the castle to clinch an outright league championship. Upper Sandusky at Buckeye Central, and it was senior night in New Washington as senior Kennedy Deppen going to go up and around Walton for the crafty bucket to get things started. Fast forward to just 2 seconds left in the first half, and Cadence Isles tying things up from deep. It was 16-all at the break. Stowers and the Lady Rams gave it all they had in the second half, matching Buckeye shot for shot. But the reigning, defending N10 champs, they would dig deep and edge out a 42-37 victory to clinch at least a share of this year's conference crown yet again. Loudonville at Lucas coming up here in girls action, and Corey Vermillion and the Redbirds wasting no time getting to work as she would knock down the opening triple of the contest. Shelby Grover, she was pretty much the offense for Lucas in the first half. She had 12 of her team's 14 points in the first 2 quarters, but despite another solid afternoon from Grover, Loudonville's high-scoring, fast-paced offense was just too much for the Lady Cubs to handle, as Vermilion's 30 points would help lead the Lady Birds over Lucas 62-28. Dominating victory for them. They are 5-0 in the outright MVC champs. Mount Gilead given new life in the conference after Cardington's loss to East Knox, and they would take advantage of it. Lydia Stallnaker scores from the baseline here for the Lady Indians to go up big early. The Freddies trying to cut into the deficit before the break, though. That's Callie Carpenter getting the steal and the bucket, plus a foul. 28-15 they trailed at the break, and that's as close as they would get. Mount Gilead will get the steal here, and that's Madeline Elson with the easy finish at the other end. She would have a game-high 18 points in this contest as the Lady Indians win running away 55-32. They are still a game behind Cardington in the KMAC standings, but things starting to tighten up as the league race is starting to come to a close. Key game in the N10 title race here for Colonel Crawford, who was turning over the ball early at carry, and the Blue Devils taking advantage. That's Carter Smiley with the transition bucket. Later on in the first, here he is off the down screen, gets an open triple, and he's going to knock that down as well. Devils led 14-7 after 1. Braxton Baker, though, fighting to keep the Eagles in the picture. Tough layup here. Later on in the second half, Trevor Vogt going to go to work one-on-one down in the paint. Crawford would pull within 38-34 early in the fourth, but Braden Young so clutch in this one from the free throw stripe. He drained 7 of 8 in the closing minutes to help seal up the victory. And check this out. Wow, kapow, looking like a volleyball player, Austin Niedercore with the big swat and an exclamation point as the Devils win it 47-38. They are all alone atop the N10 standings. They control their own destiny. District seeding was up for grabs for the KMAC champs against Elgin, and they would start red hot, hitting 8 of 10 shots in the opening quarter, including this Cade Carpenter triple. But the Comets, they were able to stick around and cut the lead down to 7 by the half. Fredericktown, though, they would pull away for good in the third as Tegan Roll gets the putback to drop in right there. Later on in the fourth, Ben Mast going around two defenders all the way to the cup, and the Freddies would roll 67-51. Next up for them, it's the Freddyburg on Friday. They got a chance at a perfect conference record with a win. Last night as well, Upper Sandusky hosting Shelby in a non-conference clash, and Audie Albert cooking early. 12 of her 22 points came in the first quarter alone. A scoring outburst from Grace Walton would give the Rams their first lead, though, heading into the half at 24-23. So we got a good one going, but sophomore Leah Kinley, who played a pivotal role on offense for Upper, she would surpass her nightly average. It's not enough, though, as Shelby would knock off the Lady Rams 56-51, taking a big-time road victory.